Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are located in the world. This is Christian Tammy here coming to you live from Toronto. We want to thank you for joining us this evening, and we have a great presentation to share with you here. And we just finished a wonderful weekend with Joel and Dr. Kewe. We really want to share with you as we present this presentation. Well, Tammy, let's begin first by welcoming everybody here. Let's see. We have Mohammed. Welcome. Great to see you here. MC from Texas. Great to see you here. Marie-Paul from Ottawa. It was nice seeing you this weekend. We have here Celine from Ghana. Welcome. I know it's quite late for you here. Welcome. We have Michelle and Sylvie Cassette from Quebec. And Michelle is from Central Ohio. Welcome. So tell me, let's start with how do we get introduced to GotBackup?
Yeah, first of all, I want to say for those who showed up on the weekend, it was so lovely seeing all of you. I know we haven't seen you in a long time. Some of you we met for the first time, so it was great taking pictures together, just chilling and actually sharing each other's phones and showing each other what we backed up. It was a lot of fun, and it's always nice to see Joel. We've known him for so many years, 20 plus years. We're going to tell you the story as we do the presentation, but Joel connected with us back a little over 2 years ago, and he was telling us about a project that he launched called GotBackup, and the company's the parent company is called Global Virtual Opportunities. And we watched Joel over the years expand his business, and he was doing great things online. It was all online business. And Chris and I, we were in the network marketing space, building international businesses. And here we are. We reconnected in life, and we became part of the project. And you'll see why as we start flipping slides, but it's all about timing. It's all about catching the wave. Data storage is what it's all about. It is the future. And so maybe Chris, you want to share a little bit?
Yes, absolutely. So, folks, one of the reasons we really got excited about the project is because we have friends from all over the world. We understand that the economy has changed in so many ways that for many folks, it's very difficult to start a company, especially an American company, and with the currency and everything else. And we saw an opportunity to empower families globally because of what we have. Everybody has cell phones, doesn't matter where you are on the planet. And people are always dealing with or overload of data that needs to be stored somewhere outside of their devices so they can use their devices again. So we saw massive growth and massive success. And we saw where people can really turn their dreams into reality. Like this slide over here. You can see here the father showing off the set of keys. I brought a brand new home. What about traveling where you want to, opposed to where you can afford to go? What about adding new family members let me rephrase that. Adding new members to the family due to the cost of living. And the last point, it's really important. I know Tammy and I are really focused on that right now, is we're building our nest egg. And this could be a really great avenue for you to create another stream of income for you to feed into your retirement funds. So what are your thoughts, Tammy?
Yeah, and really it's all about empowering families. That's something that Chris and I have been so passionate about over the years. We've made such an impact in many people's lives, and we know Joel has done the same. So we're here to help you. If you see an opportunity here, jump on board. That's exactly what we did, and we just went to work, and we've helped a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Up to now, in the last 2+ years.
Absolutely. And the fact here, folks, is we also have a wonderful cash contest. Everybody has the opportunity to tap into this just by recruiting their first 5 people into the business. They will design a complete website for you. And we'll talk about this at the end of this presentation here. So stay tuned. Now, the point here, folks, that we want to cover, first of all, the company began in 1997 in Gatineau, Quebec. This is actually where we met Joel. And that was the beginning. And I remember Joel telling me that there were so many customers that were coming on board that they needed to move into a location where the fiber optic, the underground cable, could actually support the demand. So they went into a 10,000 square feet data center into Texas. So instead of me kind of sharing the story, let me share with you a quick video that's going to show you exactly what's going on behind the scene. Let's check this out together.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of GotBackup. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure? And how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I wanna explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm gonna code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have, hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power. Every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if God forbid there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if God forbid there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect to security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security, it's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure. So let's come out.
So you can see here, folks, that there is a lot behind the scene, and you can see the entirety of this video into the back office under other subdirectory in your virtual office of GotBackup. Back to the presentation here, folks. There are 2 global trends that we want to talk about, and this is very important. If you want to invest your time, invest your money, you don't want to invest into things that are passé, like typewriters or selling DVD players. You understand? This is over. This is done. So what's happening is we're going into the future, and digital services is absolutely growing, and it's growing fast. Having personal websites, having cloud storage to be able to back up all the heavy load from your phone into a storage so your phone can be freed up from all of these things. This is the future, folks. So let's start with this slide to share with you exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, and you can see here with the numbers, there's almost 15 billion smartphones in the world today. Everywhere we go, we've traveled so much worldwide, and everywhere we ever go or went, people had one or two devices, and probably more if we would go into their homes. And that's where we're at today. It's a paperless world. Everybody is filling up their devices, and everybody's getting those annoying messages, which we'll share later. And that's why this trend is absolutely massive.
I totally agree. And to back this up here, folks, if you look at the percentage of global mobile traffic from 2011, 2023, I do understand that it's a bit outdated as a slide, but look at the trend from 6% to 60%. Let's look at another slide. It's a bit more up to date. From 2022 to 2030 here, folks, $90 billion in revenue, predicting close to $500 billion in revenue. Where do you think this money is all going to? All the company providing cloud storage. And here's the kicker. GotBackup is the only company, in my knowledge, the only company that will pay you a commission for telling other about it in one of the fastest growing trend. So this is really significant for you. Let's talk about a cell phone addiction.
Yeah. At the end of the day, we're always carrying our devices everywhere. Everybody uses their devices for so many things. And example, Chris and I, when we do our purchases, it's a simple tap. We never leave home without it. When we're traveling, because we have a couple different properties, we're able to keep an eye on our other property, and for many reasons why we all use our devices. At the end of the day, we can build a business just from a phone. That's pretty powerful.
I totally agree, Tammy. But this comes also with a downside, folks, is the data loss concern is growing. 45% of cell phone users have accidentally damaged their cell phones or lost their data. 5,700 screens are cracked every hour. Laptop, cell phone, stolen every 43 seconds. And these are older numbers. I bet you it's a lot worse today. But these current concerns could be avoided by having a great cloud storage. Here's a situation where my mom she's 83, and she's having she has an iPod, an iPad, and she has an Android device for a cell phone. And why she got an Android device? She shouldn't get an Apple. She probably didn't know. At the end of the day, she's getting these messages, and she says, "Son, I heard that you're understand that you're in a cloud service business. Can you set me up?" So this weekend's exactly what I did. I set my mom up, and boom, she's all set. And now she's all happy. All her stuff is backed up, and she can start deleting some things that she doesn't need to have on her phone or on her iPad all the time. So that is massive. Back to you, Tammy.
Yeah, I think it's awesome when the older generation are totally online. I think that's really, really cool. She's so connected with the grandkids and the kids, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I totally agree. And by the way, folks, if you like this presentation, let's give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that, Michelle. The algorithm of YouTube will actually just show it to more people, and it just gives it a bigger presence on the GotBackup community, folks. Now, the second trend is making more money. We understand that it's not something that everybody wants to talk about. It's not all about the money, but let's face it, folks. Money ranks right up there with oxygen. Would you agree with me? If you agree with me, put a 1 in the chat. So the fact here is, if we give you an opportunity to be part of a trend where you can tell others about it, and it can get the service paid for, or even go further than that, where Tammy and I are making a living out of this. This is what we're talking about. 42% of Americans have side businesses. 62% of Gen Z folks, 18 to 25 years of age, these are our kids, have side businesses. What about the rest of the world? Thank you for those of you participating. Appreciate it. So this is the point here, folks. That's where we want to talk about. You can leverage these global trends with GotBackup. You absolutely can. And this is where the rich, the millionaires, like Warren Buffett, I mean, why do you think he takes advantage of trends? He knows where things are going based on his experience. We're telling you right now, folks, the cloud storage is a massive, massive business. Don't sit on that. Right? This is something you want to get involved with. This is something you want to share within your community. Let's talk about our product, Tammy.
Yeah, we're definitely ahead of the curve. We call that the blue ocean. And you talk to all your neighbors, most of them, I'm sure, have never heard of it. So with GotBackup, you get 6 terabytes of data storage. And on your account, you can add 5 additional members. They don't even have to live in your household. Unlimited devices, all of this for $10 a month. We were super excited when we saw this. On top of it, it's a home-based business. So the company pays you to tell others. And What a win. And there's no other company like this that offers this through a home-based business.
And to say 3 terabytes, let's look at our
That's
competitors.
huge.
I
Yeah.
mean, iCloud, right? I understand it comes by default with your cell phone, and the moment you start saving your pictures, you can save your data, your settings on your phone and everything else by default with your iCloud with the free version. But then right away, as you start taking pictures and videos, because it's so high resolution, it will eat that up very quickly. Well, now you can take this and store it on the cloud and just keep the basic package, which is free with iCloud. Same thing with Dropbox, is a free package. Same thing with Google Drive, right? And you keep everything into your GotBackup cloud, but you can still have those things. So the fact here, this is awesome. Now, again, $10 a month, 2 terabytes. We're around $10 a month, if I may round it off. We're 6 terabytes, 3 times the space. Now, let's think about this. Yearly, shy of $100. Look at the prices, and folks, these amounts could be a little bit outdated because they change all the time. But iCloud 360, Dropbox 660, could be more than this now, actually, folks. Google Drive 216, all within 6 terabytes, within the same amount of users. But at the end of the day, we're offering shy of $100, 6 terabytes, unlimited devices. You have no limit, and a lot of companies you can only use one company or certain amount. You can have an iPhone. If you want to use a computer, you have to pay more, and everything's included. And I have multiple computers. I'll share that with you at the end here. It's really, really awesome. So Tammy, before we do a little demo on how to install this on your phone device, let's kind of summarize the package that we offer.
Yeah, for sure. So 6 terabytes, $9.97 per month. You can decide to pay yearly. That includes up to 6 accounts, and you can use any device. You saw the video on the security, and you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. You set this all up, you're not going to want to go back to having less value, and that's why the retention rate is so incredible.
You can even have family members into all of this, and they can back up their phones. They can back up the computer. They don't have an account like you, but they can download the software to install the app on their computer and store from the support page. And all of that is explained. It's really straightforward. We just want to make you aware of all of this. So let's watch a little video on how simple it is to install this on your cell phone. Really, really simple. Let's check this out.
Hey everybody. This is a quick walkthrough of how to install your GotBackup app onto your mobile device. In this case, I'm using the Android Galaxy, but the process is the same also on an iPhone. So to download your app, there's 2 ways to do this. You can either come to the Play Store. On an iPhone, it's called just the App Store, and just search for GotBackup. And there it is. Or we could come to our members area and go to use this tool, and then you will see it here on your dashboard. So again, I'm using my Android device. So I'm going to go ahead and click this, and it's going to take me to my Google Play Store. If you're on an iPhone, it will take you to your App Store on your iPhone device. So I'm going to go ahead and install that. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and open it. It's going to ask you to log into your account. Go ahead and allow all your notifications so it could let you know that everything's being uploaded properly, and go ahead and put in your unique ID. Once logged in, you will be asked to let GotBackup access your photos and videos on your mobile device. Select Allow. Without having to do anything, an Android upload folder was automatically created for me. Neat! If you are on an iPhone, the folder will be called iPhone Upload. Now, depending on how many photos and videos is on your device, your first backup might take some time. So it is highly recommended that your device is on a charger and is connected to Wi-Fi. It is a good idea to start your first backup in the evening and keep your GotBackup app open and let it back up overnight. One more thing I'd like to point out. If I tap on these 3 little lines on the top left corner and tap on Settings, you will see these 3 boxes under Monitor are automatically checked. Auto Upload will automatically upload all future photos and videos taken on your device to your GotBackup cloud. Camera Roll Upload will back up all existing photos and videos that are stored on your device to your GotBackup cloud. And Upload only on Wi-Fi will only back up your data while connected to Wi-Fi. If you have an unlimited data plan, you can uncheck this. So if I come to my gallery, I'm going to have a slew of pictures from over the years. This is actually Joel's phone, so if I come to my albums, I have almost 1,400 pictures. Alright, so if I come to my app, come back to my menu and click transfers, you're going to see all my pictures now are uploading. Since this might be a large upload at first and I have a low battery, it's highly recommended that you plug into a power source. So I'm going to do that right now. Alright, now that's finished. We can now see that our Android upload has all been categorized by what year these photos were taken. These were taken in 2021. And this was just recently. So that's pretty much it. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward.
I just love how seamless and simple that is. And the system takes care of everything. You just need to follow the instructions. But folks, here's the thing that's really important. And we're going to go through this very quickly because I want to show you exactly what's going on behind the scene. But folks, this is the only cloud storage that pays you. So making money with GotBackup is absolutely awesome. Tammy, let's summarize this quickly.
Yeah, so you can see that there's 7 ways to earn, and the first 3 are highlighted because that's the building blocks. It's the building the foundation. So we're going to go right into that. So customer acquisition bonus, CAB for short. That's when somebody decides they want to become a member, and if they decide they want to come in and pay monthly, you're going to get 200% upfront. And if they decide to pay yearly, then you're going to get 50% upfront. And that's for the company to say thanks for introducing that person to the company. And 25% is for packages. So when you get more business building packages, that's going to take you to another level. You've got the customers, which is ongoing, 25%. So I'm going to just do a breakdown and show you a couple examples. So at $9.97, let's break it down to $10 to keep it simple. So if you have 20 people and those 20 people want to pay monthly, so imagine what the value you'll get yearly, because it's 50 compared to 20. So you would get $20 times 20 people, $400 in commission. So if they all come in yearly, then it's 50 times 20. And you're not limited.
$1,000, yeah.
I know, and you're not limited to the amount of people you can bring in. I just look at all the condominiums around us here. We're in Toronto. We live not downtown, but we live on the waterfront where there's lots of condos here and lots of opportunity. People are looking for this. They're tired of paying so much for data storage, and there's so much value here. So customers, let's say 20 customers, 25% ongoing, rounding it off to $10, $250, 20 customers, $50, and that's ongoing monthly. So, and again, you're not limited.
I totally agree, Tammy. And what Tammy talked about, that's the foundation. This is you doing the work, inviting people to join in. As they come in, they pay you good money. I mean, 50% of what they paid. Think about it, folks. That's really generous. Now I'm going to show you the back end. This is the residual the result of you sponsoring your members, your friends, and they do the same thing. This will create what we call a compound effect. And the cycle earning is quite interesting. Before I get into it, let's just look at that. Building 2-team tree. There's 2 teams. So if you bring in 2 people, it's going to be one on the right, one on the left. You bring in 3, the third one has to go below the right one or someone you put on the left. It's as simple as that. Okay. So let's look at this here. Tier 1, tier 2. Tier 1 is an income that will be paid to you. And tier 2, it's actually 3 times the income that tier 1 pays you. So you want to be a tier 2, and I'll share with you really briefly. The activity here, 1, is you need to remain active. Just like you're active for all your online digital services, same thing we GotBackup. And same time, it qualifies you to start earning. But to earn, first of all, you need to enroll 2 people. They want you to do a little bit of work just by telling 2 people that there's a great service, 6 terabytes for the price of 2, and you got 1% on your left team, 1% on your right team. You've accomplished step number 2. Step number 3, there need to be a total of 6 people on your team to generate a cycle. So it has to be in a ratio of 4-2. This could be coming from you sponsoring 6, or you bring your 2, which they brought some that total up to 6. And that could also be combined with someone above you, just like you. They only have 2 sides. It has to end up on one side somewhere that you can benefit from. The moment the system recognizes that, it generates a cycle. The cycle value will be based on the company's profitability and also your rank. That's what determines if you're in tier 1 and tier 2 and the amounts of each. Now, number 3 here. Now, remember, folks, cycling, you can cycle unlimited amount of times. It's just based on the volume of people in your organization. Number 3, this is cycle match. This is what you earn on matching. In other words, if you brought in 2 people, you have the potential to earn. When I say the potential, you have to be a sapphire, and I'll share with you what that means in a minute. And then you earn 25% from the cycle earning that they have. The company will send to you as a matching cycle bonus. Okay, up to $1,000 for each person you sponsor, to a maximum of $20,000 for every single person you sponsor. Am I saying you're going to make this? No, absolutely not. Can you? Absolutely can. That's the ladder of possibilities as this grows. Think of Dropbox, who has 700 million users. Do the math here, folks. You take a little tweezer of that into your organization, it's amazing the income that could be generated for you, right? This is what happens. And of course, Tammy mentioned 7 ways to earn. Well, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, these are all bonuses that kicks in as you move up in rank, which is really, really, really awesome. Let's summarize here, Tammy, what people have to do to duplicate that.
Yeah. And what I love is it's simple. We know that people are busy today. And so if you join, you go get 2 people, 1 left, 1 right. Chris showed you the team structure. And then you go and do the same thing. Go get another left, go get another right, and you start building out with your team members. And if you can duplicate 1 left, 1 right, you're a copper. And our whole goal is to duplicate coppers. And Chris is going to share that with you.
Absolutely.
Oh, and $20 fee, that's an annual fee to sign up. And you decide whether you want to pay monthly or yearly. We highlighted yearly because most people are paying yearly. Why? Because it's easier. And at the same time, you're going to save a couple months of payments. In today's world, everybody wants value. They want to pay less. And the yearly is the way to go.
And folks, listen, yearly is definitely the way to go. Think about this. The standard fees for network marketing companies, it's anywhere between $150 to $300 a month. We're talking $120 a year. Do the math here, folks. This is very inexpensive. And your fee, your cost of your cloud becomes $8 and change. It's even cheaper for 6 terabytes. And folks, it comes with so much more than that. Folks, there's 161 countries right now that we are representing into. Absolutely awesome. Recognizing achievement is so important. Babies cry for it, adults die for it, folks. And here's how it is. A bronze, the company will recognize you as your bronze when you sponsor 1 person into your business. The company recognizes you as your copper when you did exactly what talked about in duplication. 1 on the right, 1 on the right, 1 on the left, depending on how you see me here. Okay. So the moment there's 2 people in your business, you are a copper. You become a silver when someone you brought in, or that was brought in, but someone you brought in, you become a silver when someone becomes copper. Your goal when there's 5 people you sponsor, and out of that 3 people are copper, and there's 25 people on your team. You're a platinum when you have 40 people on your team combined, right? Everybody comes in and you have a total of 40 people, but there's 4 that are copper. Do you understand what I'm saying here, folks? Now, you remember when I talk about tier 1 and tier 2? You move up to tier 2. This is how the income grows for you. Now, you become a sapphire when there's 5 people that became copper. Okay? Very simple. And there's a total amount of people in your team. There's 50 people on your team, right? So what's happening here, as a sapphire, folks, you start earning matching cycle. Do you understand how this works? And as you move up to Emerald and Ruby, the compensation plan opens up like a flower and just gives you all the riches and the benefits that it has to offer. Isn't that awesome? So let's talk briefly about the support, Tammy, and we'll kind of share what's going on.
Yeah, I'm really excited because we're in momentum. There's so many people ranking up. I just got a message, another one ranking up. And that's because everybody's coming on board right now. So timing is everything. Hop on board. If you see the opportunity today, just jump in. You're going to learn. Here's what you're going to get. Personalized referral link. You're going to get a personalized landing page. You're going to have an email marketing system that's built in for free. I've never seen that. We've been in the industry for a long time, and that blew me away. You can even pay if you want to have the company to do your emails, to send you a package of emails that you can personalize. It's phenomenal.
All of
You've
that's
got-
included for
I know,
$9.97.
I know, it's
I
amazing.
mean, hello.
You got marketing tools, you got regular online presentations and trainings, and it's done in many languages around the world.
Folks, it's a product that everyone needs in a business that everyone can afford. But to top this over here, folks, the company is creating contests. Now, here's the really cool thing here. From August 13 to September 13, really, really cool. So let me shift over to my back office over here. This is the contest. We have 24 more days. And what's happening here is this is the cash contest. First place, $500. And in second place, third place, fourth place, and fifth place. So they each get fifth to 10th place. They each get $50, which I find very generous. But here's the thing here, folks. Even if you don't win the cash contest, here's something that's absolutely awesome. You recruit 5 people that come with a yearly package, 5 people. And the company will make you a website, a personal branding website like you see right here. And you want to build, you want to make money in this business, you want to attract people in this business, you need to brand yourself. People do business with you because they know you, like you, trust you. And this is a wonderful way for you to get recognized online. And folks, this is not cheap to get these things done. Design. You only need to get 5 people, 5 that come with the yearly pack, not the monthly, but the yearly package. And the company will invest time and money to provide to you an amazing, amazing website. Folks, there's so much value here. It just blows my mind. And if you want more details on it, on how what's going on, there's a training that was done last Saturday. I'm going to share with you the link. I'm going to put that in a comment section right here. And I suggest for you to go and watch it because it will give you some details exactly on how this works. Now, there's 2 things I want to share with you here. There is the reseller tools and, excuse me, the tools that you need to install on your computer and the tools to promote your business. If you click on the use this tool over here, folks, very simple. It brings you to this page. This is for Windows. This is for Mac. Okay. And if it's someone that happens to be one of the additional accounts, like family members, they don't have an account like this, but of course they can download the app. Once you create the account for them, they'll have their ID and password and everything else. Very straightforward. And to install their computer, they just need to click on this over here. You can share this link with your guest that decide, and they can go ahead and download the software. So install the GotBackup for Mac or Windows. You understand here, folks? And this is where they access the software to back up their computers. So very, very straightforward, very simple. I absolutely love that. This here, you saw the video earlier. Obviously, you don't really need to click on these buttons. Just go to the App Store for an Android, for an iPhone device, and an Android device, you go to the Google Play Store. Very, very straightforward here. Okay, you can add it if you, let's say you want a bit more terabytes, you can add some more. You can see here I bought an extra one. I may do a little bit more because I got multiple computers backed up, one in Florida, this one behind me, this one I'm talking you to. I have phones and iPads and the whole 9 yards. So that's just me. But the point here that I want to share, if you go back to this over here under the tools, I want to focus on the reseller tools, folks. Again, this is another awesome package. Let me just get rid of this so I can, okay. This here, folks, these are funnels that are done for you. Do you understand that you have to spend money to a third-party company that could be anywhere between $100 to $200 to $250 a month? And that doesn't include the email marketing, which is included in the package with the lead capture system to be able to follow up and communicate with the people that are going to put in their name and email. All of that is included for $9.97. It just blows my mind. I've been presenting this for 2 years, and I still can't get over the fact on how cost effective it is for you. This company really wants to help. This one is a great way. It's a bit of an older video, but you can use that. This one over here, I would send this one to someone who wants to sign up right away. These are great links on the right here for solo ads on Facebook ads or Google ads or YouTube ad, whatever. This one here, this is on the opportunity. Oh, sorry. This is on the opportunity. This is on the product focus. And they can try it for 7 days. They'll have access to a back office for 7 days to do all the installation, get things started. And then all they need to do is activate. And if you buy the email marketing that comes with this package, then it's all done for you. And it will follow up on your behalf to encourage them to sign up. This one here is awesome also, especially someone that does not really understand network marketing. This could be a one very good for them. I prefer this one. It's a brand new video, absolutely awesome. And they all get sent into an email campaign that you have the option to interact with them using the tool called the lead capture system. And folks, we have all the training possible that's available in our playlist over here, folks. Absolutely awesome. If you go to the GotBackup community on playlist, we have many different things, and the Saturday presentations that we do contains right here, the GotBackup Saturday trainings. You can see everything is here. We have 2 years of information for you to take advantage of. So folks, at the end of the day, it's an awesome venture. Take advantage. Don't fall asleep at the wheel here, folks. Let's get busy. Because I'm telling you that those of you that are getting busy now are going to do very, very well in the near future. In fact, I'm already starting seeing messages in private Facebook groups and WhatsApp groups and Telegram groups that are earning thousands of dollars in different parts of the world, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if you live in Ghana, where the currency is something like 13 or 12.5% or 12%. Or so I mean 12 times to $1 American. Imagine if you earn $4,000, right? Times 12. Folks, it's amazing. It's amazing. Many countries, $300 a month to $500 a month. It's an average income for managers. Do you understand how significant this is, folks? In North America, we are Canadians. If anybody lives in Canada or knows about Canada, it is not cheap to live here, right? So everything I'm not going to go into politics. My bottom line here is we are able to live a wonderful lifestyle by doing this full time. So I'm telling you, folks, it's absolutely possible. The fact here is you just got to get to work, use the tools, use all the trainings that are provided to you, and show up for Saturday. We have a great training we're preparing for you. Will be announced very soon. And so we can show you exactly how to propel your business. So tell me as we end, anything else you want to share?
Yep. For those of you who are checking this out for the first time, and yeah, just hop on board. Make sure that you get back to the person who sent you their links and hop on, because this is going to be absolutely massive. In the next 2 to 5 years, everyone who's watching this that didn't make a decision will wish they had of.
Absolutely. So folks, listen, have yourself a wonderful rest of your day. I know that for some of us here, see the end of the day. Some of you are starting the day. Maybe some of you are going to listen to this recording a later day. If you like what you heard, please just hit the like button, share some comments, let us know how we're doing so we can keep evolving. So have yourself a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening. And thank you for attending. And we will see you on Friday morning. We do presentations every Friday at 11 a.m. on a different channel. But many of you are aware and you're attending. And Saturday, we're going to do another a training on strategies to build your business. So have yourself a wonderful rest of your evening, and bye for now.
Have a great evening.